Man, I used to play the trap spot, propped on the block like I was part of the backdrop. Now it's scale, props, effects, and backdrops. The right lighting, you never catch me biting. Say you make it look so real when you pose the figures fighting. I caught lightning, stuck it in the detour. Replicate epic scenes from the Kree War. Compose pieces with artists that span the globe. Fearsome foes, Spidey in the picture perfect pose. Insert the comic book cutout to shoot a show. Oh, you ain't know? Yo, everybody know me. I made nerds cool, cool nerd like my man Zobi. Took the everyday display, gave it a spark. Welcome to articulated comic book art.
That's crispy.
I think sometimes newcomers get confused and they think that when I'm talking over these portions that these are pictures, this is all video, everything is live and totally tangible. I will show stills of the display at the end of the segment sometimes, but everything that I do is 100% totally tangible, no Photoshop or anything like that. That's pretty much the A.C.B.A. way. That's what articulated comic book art is all about, is displaying tangibly and getting it done tangibly and setting up your displays sort of like a mini movie set back in the days before they were doing a bunch of CGI and everything was tangible, you know. So that's what it is. That's how I always display. I'm not even versed in Photoshop. I can't use Photoshop. So anything you see on this station, on this channel, excuse me, will be you know, you would be able to see it in person how you would see it in the video or in the picture for the most part. Just opened up the Revoltech Spider-Gwen. Not a bad figure here at all. You're gonna get 2, 4, 6, 8, I guess, sets of interchangeable hands. You'll get 2 extra masked heads. You'll get 1 unmasked Gwen Stacy face. You'll get a couple of web parts, and you'll get her little cell phone. Sitting here bullshitting, shooting some footage for the next main course. Thinking about Spider-Man Homecoming and how dope the movie was. If you haven't seen it, you should definitely go out and check it out. I can't wait to get Spider-Man Homecoming figure arts figure. Maybe even the Mafex too. I got both on pre-order. Alright, messing around with the Revoltech Spider-Gwen, which you can barely see back there, but got her swinging around the corner and about to save Spidey from Venom. And you know what? I don't know that Spider-Gwen encountered Venom in any form, but it is what it is. I'm just sticking to using the Revoltech figures together because I hate kind of mixing stuff with these too much, even though I've seen a lot of nice stuff with Spider-Gwen, because the way she is built is a little more streamlined and a little less Revoltech-y. But yeah, just peeped the Spider-Man Homecoming movie the other day. Definitely be talking about that on the podcast this weekend, but I thought it was great. I thought it was really, really well done. A few little minor gripes here and there, but I'm excited to get the figures from Figure Arts and Mafex and whoever else produces any figures. But yeah, it's made a little adjustment so you can't see the bottom of the stand under Gwen's foot down there. Spidey's fingers kind of covering it up, and then the fact that she's kind of out of focus is taking care of the rest. Switched it up real quick. You know, I like to use scene a couple of different times with some different figures before I take it down. You know, so I just broke out the Toy Biz Doc Ock. I'm really interested in Hasbro tackling Doc Ock at some point, and I'm figuring out how they can try to top this Toy Biz figure. This was a really nice figure, aside from the fact that you couldn't really stand him on his own 2 feet, really. Just too top heavy with the mechanical arms on there, but the detail and everything on the arms and the fact that they were bendable was really nice. And this is the SDCC Raft box set Spider-Man here, which I've showed before, but I just hate that they didn't put any interchangeable hands in there with them, so I'm kind of hiding that right hand on the on the palette here. Alright, so I had shot a little quick side dish for my channel, kind of chronicling the the parts to this new diorama. Shout out to my man Chris Lyons. I'm more than pleased with this. It's just so many possibilities. I had put together a little setup yesterday, but I realized a large portion of the video was pretty dark. I'm still trying to work with the skylighting and the ceiling of this thing here. I think I got it lit up a little better here. I added one more regular shield agent, and I added Maria Hill here, so you can see this is spanning around the corner. Looks like a little shield team is about to raid some location. In the video I just had Punisher just on the other side just for just to complete the video, but I think I might actually try to string something together here and do some panels or something like that maybe. But as you can see, it's a lot of nice detail on this, down to the floor, the walls. I had showed some of the water stains in the top of the ceiling. I really like how the light is coming through the top. I mean, I'm really happy with this dial. I'll definitely be getting some more work from Chris at some point. See a little piece of my girl's hair in the way here, but yeah, I'm thinking this is looking very nice. Yeah, I just moved Maria Hill for a second, just taking more pictures, just trying to get the maximum out of this setup before I move on.
Alright, I've been working on this for hours. I don't know, I made some pretty good progress in the past hour or so, but still not where it needs to be. The lighting is not really right. I like Bullseye. I like how the light from the skylight is shining on him and stuff, but I'm tired. It's like 1:30 in the morning. Obviously, I got my articulated icons ninjas, opened up all the red ones. I've seen a lot of people getting ninjas, a lot of people opening them. Seen quite a few quality control issues. But I haven't had any issues with the ninjas. The ninjas have been good. I've dropped my guy all the way at the top a couple of times already. The ninjas seem like they've been good. It was the hair on some of the samurai dudes, I think it was, that was looking god awful because the paint kind of chipped off on the head. And it's been a few breaks and stuff like that. But I mean, I guess, you know, quality control happens with every line. Look at all the shit that's happening with Mezco right now. And that's been happening with NECA for years. And Hasbro has their issues, and 2 right feet and 2 right hands. And, you know, shit happens. It is what it is. When you got humans assembling this stuff and painting this stuff, you know, there's going to be human error. So it's not a big deal. But I will say that these are fun as fuck to play around with, man. I'm just having a good time just messing around with them. The posability obviously knocks the hand ninjas from Hasbro out of the box. There's no question about that. And yeah, I'm gonna keep fleshing this out. Alright, made a little more progress here. I think the lighting is looking a little better. Next day, added one more ninja. I still think I need something here on this right side just to kind of even it out in the sake of symmetry here in this area, but I'm liking it. I still got that one to stand visible by this ninja too, but I don't know, it's coming along alright. Tried to highlight it a little bit with a little bit of green light. I don't know how well that's showing up. Just don't want to waste a good setup yet. Just cycling some things around before I take everything down here, taking some more pictures. Feel like I could get some more good pictures out of this set.
Broke out my Wolverine. I totally forgot I had this sort of grit and teeth head. This was a head that Solid did for me way back many years ago, before they actually dropped the Dakin figure, or Dakin, or however you pronounce his name. And he did a custom Dakin for me and gave me unmasked or a masked face. I believe this is from the Tiger Stripe Wolverine that he repainted, and it just happened to fit on his body, and the paint matches up pretty well. So still messing with the ninjas, of course. I'm loving these. I'm loving the way they move in. Not really having any issues here. Haven't had any issues yet with these. And, you know, I'm having a good time, man. So I opened up the Temple Guardian. This was one of the stretch gold figures. Sort of looks like Silver Samurai. So that's, figured I'd add him in here. Give him some burn. I love the way the samurais came out. You know, I'm all about the ninjas, but the samurai did come out really nice. I mean, this is not perfectly accurate to Silver Samurai. He still needs like the reddish X or emblem over his chest, and there is sort of like a eye guard that's attached to his helmet as well. But I guess if I were to cut the lower part off of the mask that comes with this guy, it could kind of work. But then again, you could see the eyes through that. I don't know. It's possible though to give this guy a light customization and make him look like Silver Samurai. So right at the end of the last main course, I did a little display with the Dark Phoenix from this 2-pack with this Cyclops, and I had mentioned that the additional heads that came in that pack make the Phoenix from the Juggernaut wave much better. So yeah, I'm using one of the heads here, and you know, the regular head that came on this figure was such garbage, but I see a lot of people backtracking to get this Phoenix now to do this swap. I just opened up some of my basic black ninjas. I've been opening just a couple things every day and just kind of going through everything slowly and doing some, but I haven't had any issues with these. My only issue with the black ninjas is that I think the paint could have been better, but as far as everything moving and all the parts swapping out and all the articulation working, it was fine. I'm a savage as always. I didn't heat up anything or do anything, so I took a risk, but doesn't matter. Everything worked out fine, and I'm loving these, man. You know, if you missed out, you missed out. That's too bad. I keep saying that, but I'm definitely loving the possibilities for integrating them with you know, just about any figure across any line and a 6-inch scale. So just opened up the Drunken Master. This was one I was really looking forward to, anticipating. I had my second break though at the ankle pivot. I was trying, again, I'm just a savage and I just don't be running it under hot water or trying to warm up the joints, and it broke right at the peg for the foot or the ankle. So what I did was I had a samurai that I had got as a sample before all of the Kickstarter stuff shipped, and basically I just I had broke down that samurai because I wanted to use the armor and scene with Wolverine and Sunfire and some Japanese officials. So I used the armor as like a replica armor in like somebody's office, and so I still had the body of the figure, and where is it? So yeah, I still had the body of the figure, and I took off his lower feet and just swapped them onto the Drunken Master. Just swapped both legs. It's not the same, both lower feet. So it's not actually the same color scheme as the feet that came off of the Drunken Master, but it's all good. He's drunk. When he get dressed, he just be putting on whatever, right? Do it really got to match up like that? And then I'll try to repair the other ones if I can. I don't know, that peg is like really stuck deep down in the foot, but this figure's dope. I like him a lot. Working on a little ambush here. Drunken Master going to work. I can see the stand on the left under that guy getting hit by the jug. Still showing right beneath the other guy's right foot that's kneeling. I need to put a little debris or something right there just to cover that. I'll be constantly shitting on the Black Series, but I did want these two Tusken Raiders though. I actually want 3, I think. These came out pretty nice, aside from the fact that it's a little difficult to kind of get them to bend forward because the front part of their gear, their outfits is a little, the plastic is a little harder. I mean, it's soft, but it's a little harder than I would have liked. But I like the cloth overgarment that they have. I like the details and stuff. I think these figures came out nice. I'm wondering how a figure-wise version of these would look, but I'm actually okay with these. I kind of overpaid though. I think they was like 25 a piece. But shout out to my man Danny LeBlanc that picked these up for me. He's been holding them for a while, but I just recently got them and just wanted to shoot them for a quick moment. Changed it around a little bit. Still not really sure how I feel about this, but it's pretty good. I had an opportunity, San Diego Comic-Con recently passed, I guess it's been about 2 weeks while I'm shooting this particular segment here, but had an opportunity to get the Luke and Land Speeder, but I passed up because I ultimately realized that it's probably just better to wait for it to come out at retail. I didn't really need whatever extra stuff was going to come on there because I just wanted to use it for my figure arts figures. You know, I haven't really passed up on any of the vehicles from Star Wars Black Series because they've been doing a pretty good job with that stuff. It's just that a lot of the figures are real lackluster to me. But again, these two came out pretty nice aside from some issues with articulation or lack thereof. I'm trying to flesh out an idea here. Not sure. I kind of wanted to do a little collage. I was actually coaching my man Diego along with a collage that he did, and I've been wanting to try to do a Star Wars collage for a minute. Just got kind of Vader kind of drifting off, thinking about his youth here, I guess. Opened up the figure arts Anakin and Padme, and Padme took a long time to get here. The post office had screwed up my stuff. It took over a month, almost 2 months. Something had, I don't know what happened, but I called everywhere. I did everything. I wrote an email to the postmaster. I did everything I could possibly do to try to get this figure, and then magically it just showed up on a Saturday. So, but yeah, I'm thinking about really fleshing this out and putting some larger things in the back and some miniature things and doing the MSD, and I don't know. Change the position just a little bit. I got forget this guy's name on the left. Got him a little closer. I'm thinking that he's kind of talking to Vader, and Vader's just kind of drifting off, thinking about his younger self, thinking about the past for a second. But I didn't go out and get. I went out in between this segment that I'm shooting right now, that I'm speaking over, and the last one, and I was thinking I wanted to get a couple of things to really get a collage going, but I went and got food and then went to the supermarket and didn't go to Toys R Us. So this is what's left. So my camera's about to die. I don't know, I've been messing with this for a little while. I originally had the Mafex Suicide Squad Deadshot, but yo, I can't get that figure to just stand up how I want it to stand. Real nice figure. I guess I'll show him on the next segment. But yeah, got the Man-Thing series Punisher body with the Walgreens series Punisher head. Just kind of shooting some ninjas. He ain't with that karate shit. Alright, there we go. I think that's it. Here's a look at Deadshot. Like I said, this figure came out really, really nice. The Will Smith head came out nice too. I guess that showed that at some point in the episode. But the scale is just crazy. I don't know what Mafex was doing here and why it doesn't scale with previous Mafex figures from that Batman universe, but this is like a 7-inch scale figure. It's like retarded. So it's hard to kind of couple them with other figures if you are traditionally a 6-inch collector, but the figure did come out very nice. Whoa, this is bigger than I expected. But yeah, I'm gonna make my girl put this whole thing together, and with the magic of computers and editing, it'll be complete next time you see it. Bye.
That was actually a really fun build. Me and my girl built this together. It took about maybe 30 minutes or so while we was watching a final episode of Ozark that we have been trying to watch for like 3 nights. Kept falling asleep on it, but yeah, that series was pretty good. But yeah, man, this thing is massive, man. It's actually really big. You know, these are designed for the figurized figures. This is the figurized model kit or whatever, but so those figures are like static sort of figures, I guess, and they are a little larger. I guess they do have regular posable figures too, but they're a little larger than SH Figure Arts. But it's cool because the actual SHF Dragon Ball Z figures still fit and scale with them. Still, it works. You know, you can finagle it when you have them inside in the seat. You can tell that the seat is really big, but in the show, like 4 of them were able to fit inside of the time machine, and these more recent episodes of Dragon Ball Super. Speaking of which, I need to catch the last episode, but that came on yesterday. I think it's like 101 or 102. I don't know, but yeah, I would highly recommend this. It's a cool piece. I have the space pod as well, Vegeta's space pod, and I had put that together and reviewed it a minute ago. But yeah, I just added a little polyester for some smoke to take some more pictures, but I think the pictures are coming out pretty good. I had to do a lot to put these rocks all around the side because my backdrop, my poster paper wasn't really even large enough.
So I hit up Toys R Us and I found this 40th anniversary Vader, and it was sort of like an impulse purchase because I picked up the one that was in the box that comes with the little diorama setup, and I should have just waited and tried to get the single carded one because, like, you know, my relationship with Black Series is love-hate, like I keep saying, but I've been told that this Vader is the best one that Black Series has put out, and yeah, I guess it's better than the last one that they put out. Aesthetically, it looks better. The cape and the cloth parts are a little better. The head sculpt is better, so you know, it is what it is. But I picked this guy up because although I do be shitting on the Black Series, I have continued to collect the Black Series Stormtroopers and, you know, just Imperial people, because I'm going to end up doing a full setup, a permanent setup in my living room display. And as soon as I hit 50 Stormtroopers, then that's what it is. I think I might be like 4 off now. And so I wanted to have the best Vader. And I'm interested in getting the General when he comes out. They just released him at SDCC, I guess it was, maybe. I don't know. Maybe I'm getting confused with something else. But I know he's coming. Tarkin, I believe it is. But yeah, then I also picked up these little box buster things that were on clearance. They were like $3, and that's where you see all of these little miniature TIE Fighter and the AT-ATs and whatever, the stuff that Vader's holding there. So they were actually attached to these little box things, and I just cut them off, took to them with the X-Acto and a couple of tools and took them off because I wanted to I was actually there to get more items to try to flesh out a nice collage piece, and I figured I might be able to use these little parts as just some accent pieces in the collage, and some giving it a little more depth and doing some different things and playing with the scaling and stuff. But they can be used in this fashion as well, like a toy or something like that. So for a 6-inch scale figure. They also had a couple of these little blast effects here inside the pack. So 2 of those came in there, and so that's cool. That can be used for, you know, impact effects of like energy attacks and stuff for regular 6-inch figures, or muzzle flares or whatever, or I could use it as accents for these little things when I do the collage as well. Just messing around here with the couple Stormtroopers. I was actually just trying to get them ready because they've been in bag for a while and joints is kind of warped and whatever the case may be. So figured I'd set them up in something real quick too while I do that. So I had a C3PO and R2D2 for about a week already now, and I finally opened them. I saw Robo from the Foosh review these, and I knew that I would like them once I saw his review. And yeah, these came out really nice, really clean. Obviously I'm showing the back of everything here. I got kind of Luke just staring off the cliff, and his bots holding him down, waiting for him. But yeah, SH Figure Art's been making some pretty good strides. We're very close to completing that core Rebel team. We just need a Princess Leia and an old man Obi-Wan. So we got these 3: Luke, C3PO, R2D2. We got Chewie. We got Han Solo. So yeah, these came out really nice. I'll spin them around. Yeah, and there's a look at them from the front. C3PO is very lightweight, sort of like hollow, but best detail that I've seen so far. Very good likeness to the character in the film, and great articulation for a character that barely moved in
in the flick. So, you know, I hate this Figma Hulk, man. Every time you try to mess with the legs, it comes apart at every joint on this figure. It's a really nice looking figure, and I like the way it scales with the Figure Arts Avengers figures, and I do like the likeness to the character more on the Figma version than the Figure Arts version, which looked like some real anime Japanese looking Hulk. But this thing just comes apart at every single joint, the elbow, the knee, everything. It's a pain in the ass. But this is the Figma Hulk with the SH Figure Arts Black Widow here, and yeah, I was just utilizing this set again. Maybe I'll flesh this out with some more Avengers or something. I don't know. There we go. Haven't broken out more than 2 Avengers at one time at a moment, but I figured I'd have the Avengers having a little powwow. Iron Man's kind of telling Cap, like, listen, I don't know if we can fuck with this Hulk guy. He be wild. I think I'm gonna have my girl replace Thor's cape finally and do a cloth cape. This Thor just was so disappointing, man. Put a little more light on. I don't know if that's too bright or not. Look, you should always keep messing with the exposure and just figuring out what works and keep looking at it on your video, on your camera. A lot of trial and error.
So that was a package from Big Bad Toy Store, and that was me catching up on a bunch of little Legends and trying to complete some BAFs. I mean, Legends has been coming out so rapidly that I just been kind of falling behind, and just I haven't really been excited about the BAFs either. So I've been taking my time getting stuff. But Spider-Man Homecoming, Tech Suit Spider-Man, this fella, I forgot his name, Loki from Thor Ragnarok, Thor from Thor Ragnarok, Moon Knight, Gamora, Rocket, Nebula, the SH Figure Arts Doctor Strange, Spider-Gwen, and then I happened to run up in a Walgreens near my job today and finished out the Spider-Man wave. So I got Vulture and the homemade suit Spider-Man.
Alright, so we getting right down to it. Broke out my man Chris's Dio again, and got the Tech Suit Spider-Man. I'm gonna do a couple of displays with this guy, and then I'm gonna probably actually just sell this figure, because I got the Figure Arts figure coming in a couple of days, and I've been thinking about getting the Hot Toys version too. I don't know. This figure is actually better than I expected, and I like it more than I thought I would, but I still don't be really messing with the Marvel Legends movie figures like that. But this is not a bad figure. But yeah, and I broke out the flames from that deluxe Doctor Strange box set real quick, because I knew for a moment that these flames were going to light up better than the original Tamashi flames that we got, because these were painted a little lighter, so the light piping on these is really working really well. And I got a couple things going on here. Chris's diorama with the Doctor Strange flames, and I got one portion of a dio, a really old dio from my man JD, or Paint Samurai Customs, I'm not sure what he's going about right now, and I got that up against Chris's diorama to make it look like there's a hole in the wall, and whoever attacked Spidey back there used the grenade launcher. That's the grenade launcher from the Punisher, one of them. Is it from the deluxe one? No, it's from the regular issue 1. And yeah, working out. Alright, I was trying to work on my little alleyway here. I got the SH Figure Arts Homecoming Spider-Man up there. I don't even know if he's coming out good on the camera, but he's kind of waving to these guys down here. I don't know. I'm okay with this actual set, but I need to really adjust this a little bit to get the pictures right. So I got my Team Iron Man set up here. SH Figure Arts Spider-Man there on the far right. I really wish they would have done Figure Arts Vision. That would have been nice to really complete this little group in here, but they all look nice together. You know, this Black Widow's been growing on me, man, but they all look very nice and very clean together. I had to pay an arm and a leg for that damn War Machine. Well, more than I wanted to. It wasn't nuts, but it was kind of nuts.
and I was about to actually spend the kind of nuts price for Hawkeye too, but then it got sold out on Big Bad Toy Store. But happy to have these guys. I'll be getting the homecoming, the homemade suit Spider-Man from Figure Arts next, within the next month or so. I won't make it into this particular episode, but looking forward to that figure as well. I like this figure. I do have couple of little minor gripes with this, with the tech suit Spider-Man though. Some things that I just don't particularly care for, like the crotch area, the pelvis area looks a little weird, but the way that they did the articulation scheme does work well, but it just looks a little funky. And I don't know, I think the hands are a little small. The fisted hands at least look really small. The other hands are okay. I like his size though. They got that right. And the articulation scheme is good, but I've seen so many different versions of this same costume across all the lines. Hot Toys, Figure Arts, Mezco. Everybody's got a different take, and nobody seems to have really nailed it, I guess, except Hot Toys. They're probably the best looking one so far. Yeah, I really don't like the Mezco Spider-Man figures. But yeah, I'm going off on a tangent, talking about a bunch of stuff. I'll talk about that in another segment. But again, these guys and this gal, they all look good together. Actually, I put up pre-orders for the casted versions of these little pigeons a minute ago. So they started shipping, I guess, yesterday. So thanks to anybody who did that. And we actually held a little contest for the people that ordered the pigeons. I've got the Kid Spider-Man from the Vulture 2-pack that came out a little bit ago. I don't feel like that was widely released, but got him and a couple of goons he roped up in some webbing. I'm using a webbing from the Revoltech Spider-Gwen and Spider-Man figures, both of them. That little bit of bird feet right there is actually some dust from some cashews in a can. But yeah, moving right along. Here's a little closer look. Just continuing with some scenes from the first half of the episode and trying to take some shots and put together some panels. I guess I'll be doing that in this half of the episode, is finishing up things from the first half that I wanted to do. So we got Cap and the S.H.I.E.L.D. Team 6 inside the apartment that they were trying to raid. I actually skipped ahead. I'm going to go back and get Cap kicking the door, get some shots of him kicking the door, I guess. But yeah, Nuke is just sitting here zoned out off the Molly. Off some drinks and pills and whatever. I don't know what he's got going on here, but yeah. Alright, utilizing the same space here. I did like the way this looked and the depth of it, so I wanted to try to revisit Daredevil versus the Ninjas, because I wasn't quite happy with how the first one came out, especially as far as the lighting is concerned early in the episode. So here we are again with some ninjas advancing on Daredevil. I mean, I really do wish I got more red ninjas, but this is pretty much it. So now all I got to do is fix the light. I'll light up that building in the back with the window pane back there and put some color light from above and see what we could do here to make this pop. I do like the way that blue hue rim lighting is looking there. The blue and the red kind of complement each other, all of the red suits with the blue light, so that's one option. You know, I was working on this at first and trying to get the first stages of this collage done, and then I just started focusing more on just this. I don't know what the heck I'm doing, but this is all SH Figure Art stuff here. Han Solo and Chewbacca, a couple of Stormtroopers here. I realized that I didn't even open all of my SHF Stormtroopers as of yet. I still got another one to open, but I only got 3 of these. I wish I had more. I got more first order Stormtroopers. As a matter of fact, I just got in the new The Last Jedi Phasma and the first order officer figure, which has the black pauldron, if I'm not mistaken. Those came really fast. I just paid for them, and then they came like the next week or the the pre-order was up to get paid within that next week. Hope this lighting is coming out all right. I didn't really use I got one of my lights that I usually use to light the backdrop, lighting up the explosion. So, and yeah. Alright, so it is right inside when you open, there's a page that has a few more of their products here. I was actually trying to order the hangar bay doors or the blast doors or whatever at the same time, but they were sold out, unfortunately. I wanted to really get both at the same time, and that's kind of why I waited so long to get the walls, because I knew they were going to be coming out with the doors. They've been promoting them or showing little teasers for them for quite some time, but this is all great. That looks good. I love the presentation, man. I love the box. I love the way everything is rolled out here. Presentation is a big part of putting out your product. So, the way this is rolled out right here is very nice, very professional. And I see here that they got clips included with the walls now too, because originally when they first started shipping these, I remember seeing a review from I think it was Robo at the Foosh. He ended up using his own clips to keep the walls together, and I guess they just took a note from that and said, you know what, let's just ship the clips. So yeah, I guess they started shipping the clips with the product here. So that's cool. And look at that, you can see each wall. Looks like the clips here on the side. So that's cool. I'm glad they started doing that. That was definitely a good look. And let's open. Yeah, that's how that looks. So the walls together. Like I said, the way this is presented here and everything is shipped. It's very nice, very clean. I like that a lot. So this looks very good. All right, let's get a setup going. And, I'm not doing a review here. This is main course. I do kind of bootleg reviews in main course. But, yeah, I'm just going to set them up. And real quick, there's a shot of them all kind of laid out. You get a couple that's the same. And obviously these two here are going to be used for the light piping and come through. And they separate. So my first little test run, I finally set something up with these. I was actually waiting for my man Chris to send me this little plexiglass floor and ceiling that he painted up so I could kind of have something complete here. It's still a little bit of a challenge to get the lights shining through the top and get lights behind those the white panels there. I didn't even put any lights behind them, so that would actually make this pop a little bit more, but I'm a little pressed for time. But I do really like these things. It's just not enough, I mean, I get I think 9 in the box. I don't know if I said that already. And you need 2 sets of regular walls, and then you got to get the blast doors and then the extra add-ons. You'll end up spending a decent amount of money, but these things are quality. They are very nice. A little bit expensive though, I guess, but they are very nice, and I'm really interested to work with them some more and really try to flesh some things out. But I'm a little pressed for time, so moving right along. Oh, this is the SH Figure Arts stuff too. This is all SH Figure Arts Star Wars figures here, Chewbacca and a couple Stormtroopers. Still trying to mess around with the lighting with these. I want to get one of the other panels in the back lit, but I got the new Captain Phasma and the First Order officer figure that came with like 3 different pauldrons. I guess that's how you pronounce it, the shoulder pad thingy. So there's a white one, a black one, and then this burgundy reddish one, so you can kind of use them on other First Order Stormtroopers that you have to signify the ranking and stuff like that. So just got some of the hierarchy here walking through the base. This Captain Phasma is the one that we deserved from the beginning. Not too much different. The armor's a little shinier. The pistol actually holsters on her right thigh. She's got another little weapon, like some type of gambit staff, and the cloak is a little better for this one. This is the one we should have got first, so not too much different. And I got the original Kylo Ren here, although we're going to be getting one that is cloakless. So yeah, you could kind of still mix and match because it's not too much different. It looks like this, I didn't have any of the other Stormtroopers like the Riot Trooper or any of the other ones. I just had the regular ones, but this guy has the holster on his right thigh as well. I don't think the other Stormtroopers had that. The other First Order Stormtroopers had that. So, and it should be noted that Phasma and the First Order officer were part of like a bundle pack, so they came together for a lower price. And then you got this little bonus like BB-8 style unit. It's actually BB-9E, and you can see the little stand down there. I might have to use some wax so I could get the stand out of the picture, but I just want to get him in the shot real quick. So that's pretty cool. Alright, a little still motion action with Pizza Spidey. Got him narrowly escaping an explosion. Still working on this alley. I don't know, man. I'm just trying to get something. Get something going that I actually care about, that I actually like. And this is looking pretty decent. We'll see. So I talked about them re-releasing Wolverine in one of those old school 90s card backing things, and they're going to be doing Pizza Spider-Man. They'll be doing another Black Widow. They'll be doing a couple of characters. All of them should have some updates, some little minor changes to the costume or extra head or something like that. So that'll be cool. I know some people will collect them just to keep them on card, but you know, that's not something I'll be doing. I'll definitely be opening them up and seeing what's what. So I got a little funny story about this about this speeder. So I talked about this early in the episode, I believe, and I just picked this up this morning from Toys R Us. My man Dave BX had actually stashed this for me at our local Toys R Us, and then he told me where it was. My dad had came up to my crib early this morning to drop off something for me, and I asked him to drive me over to Toys R Us real quick so I could pick it up. And Saturdays is usually when my troop gets new shipment, and so they were putting out shipment when I came in. I was there at 9 right when they opened up, pretty much. That's just how it worked out. I wasn't like bad Thursday night, but that's just the time that my pop showed up. And I just didn't give a fuck. I just didn't feel like waiting for the guys to like clear out the aisle to check the spot or whatever. So I just got the stash out like right in front of one of the employees. I think it was like the manager actually, and he was like, "You hid that there?" And I'm like, "Nope." Just kept walking and went and paid for the shit. I don't care. But now I might have fucked it up, because now maybe they're just gonna go and like check all the hiding spots and shit. But it's all good. I'm glad I'm glad I waited for this to come out at retail and didn't spend on the SDCC version. But the whole point of getting it was just for my SH Figure Arts Star Wars figures, and they fit really nicely in here. So you see Luke and C-3PO, and in the back are a couple of Black Series Sand Troopers. But I really do like the way they fit. The Figure Arts figures fit in the speeder. So yes, they do fit really well. And yeah, this is definitely a piece I would recommend. So I'm heading up to HasCon this weekend. It's Hasbro's first annual event specifically for Hasbro products. So Marvel Legends, Star Wars Black Series, My Little Pony, Transformers. They're marketing it as a family-friendly event. You could bring the kids and what have you. It's up in Rhode Island, which is close to Boston. So my man Al Figures is going to come through, and my man Jake lives in Boston, and my man Danny's parents live in Connecticut right next to Rhode Island. So we're going to drive up, me and Danny, and stay at his parents' house and attend HasCon. They're going to have a couple of exclusives, one being the X-Force Deadpool, and they'll have a Captain Rex or Commander Rex. I can't remember if it's Captain or Commander from Rebels, or one of those Star Wars shows. But yeah, should be cool. Gonna try to get some footage and some interviews and all of that great stuff. So it should be dope. Got the new Aries back there, and shout out to my man Ed for hooking me up with that. But I have the original Build-A-Figure Aries head on a new Aries. I hate the way the new head looks. It looks cool with the helmet on because he's got the whited out eyes, but when you take it off, he's got that Winter Soldier look with the black dark spots around his eyes. It looks nuts. Now, this Ares is an improvement on the last one, where they gave him true double jointed knees, and you can articulate him at the pelvis where you can get him to sit. That was one thing I didn't really like about the other ones. The other one was it was hard to make him sit. This guy is sitting in the chair with his feet planted on the floor right now. That's cool. I like the new helmet. I like the fact that it's actually officially the Dark Avengers version because he's got the black chest plate. You know, the deco looks better. They didn't put hair on his arms, on that right arm, unfortunately. I'm sitting here looking at the other one here out of frame. But you know, if you didn't get a chance to get the original Ares, then this is great for you. You get him as a single carded figure.
Day one, my man Danny. We actually in Connecticut right now, right next to where we need to be in Rhode Island. And we spent the night at Danny's parents' crib, about to go to HasCon day one. Well, actually, we're not about to go to shit because it doesn't open up until 11 a.m. for regular attendees and I guess 10 a.m. for press. But shout out to my man Danny for letting us shack up at his parents' house for the weekend. My man Ed, what's up? We have arrived, sorta, in the parking lot, some parking lot next to the convention center. My man Qui-Gon Jinn over here, and we talking about Jinn, G-I-N. So press gets to go in first, eating a bagel.
I'm inside a little bit early, just getting some footage before I actually go hop online to buy my stuff. Bumped into to Dwight Stahl, first person that I've seen that I know. And yeah, he said everything here are actually real samples of figures. These are not productions. So I'm in line at the very back of the line for Hasbro product, for Hasbro Toy Shop. But this is all like press and VIPs and exhibitors in this line right now. All of the regular attendees are still outside lining up. They're gonna let them in at 11 a.m. But yeah, it looks good, man. I walked around a little bit and looked at some of the stuff before I got in line. I probably should have got right in line, but it's all good. Finally got off this line, stood on line for like over an hour, basically. Got the stuff that I wanted, picked up a couple things for a couple close buddies, and about to head back over to the Hasbro Marvel Legends booth and shoot some stuff for the gram and try to set up an interview with Dwight. But they were doing 4 of everything at first, and then midway through that they stopped it and you could only get 2 of each thing. So looking at the Legend stuff they got on display, I see a little variant Deadpool here. Tiger Stripe Wolverine, looks like it's battle damaged. Black Panther, and these are out now. Thor, which looks really good. This Hulk is pretty big, could barely fit in there. I don't know what's up with that pose. I guess they was trying to make it look like he's holding up the top of the display piece, but these look pretty good. Nice touch with the cloth cape on Thor. And the Mantis Build-A-Figure wave, this is out right now. So I actually haven't even finished opening all of these. Actually, I don't even have it complete yet. And this is the Star-Lord and Ego 2-pack, but I didn't even finish this wave yet to complete Mantis. I think I'm missing like 1 or 2 figures if I'm not mistaken. And the King Hulk Build-A-Figure wave here. I actually got a chance to handle this Build-A-Figure over at Danny's crib before we drove up. It's actually really nice in hand. It's nice. I just want to see a regular Hulk with this same buck, basically. This wave I didn't really care about too much. I just picked up the Jane Foster Thor here at the show because it was only 17 bucks. Man-Thing Build-A-Figure wave. Like I said in a review of Man-Thing, it's a really good Build-A-Figure. I wouldn't pass up on this guy. If you're able to swap out the arms on Elektra for the Luke that just came out with the speeder, the land speeder, the Star Wars Black Series Luke, then you'll have a really nice Electra too. Bullseye was probably the star of this wave though. And this is Jessica Jones was probably the runner-up as the star of this wave. And so Marvel stepping outside the box, they showed this stuff at SDCC, or revealed it at SDCC. This Black Widow looks very good, definitely a little thicker than the Black Widow that we got in the past. And the bike looks good, looks very authentic. And Ghost Rider looks really good. These flames look dope because they're translucent enough where you're going to get some nice light piping with this guy. This is going to make for some great toy photography, some great A.C.B.A. right here. This was the SDCC 2017 Battle for Asgard box set. I reviewed all of these figures on my channel, and they all look good. If you didn't get this, then you kind of definitely missing out. Malekith was a really nice figure in this way. And this 12-inch Daredevil was the SDCC 2017 exclusive, or one of them. This is the HasCon show exclusive here. The X-Force Deadpool.
Songbird is a reveal too for this week.
So you said these two, Namor and and Black Bolt are
wings included with her? Or
Yes.
Oh, they are.
He's saying Namor and Black Bolt are part of the Black Panther wave. They're reveals for HasCon, basically. And there's variants for both of them. You got a Screaming Head version of Black Bolt and a bearded version of Namor. They both look really good. Yeah, he says you'll get both heads. And there's Songbird. I know this video is probably not the best. I'll have some better pictures for the gram probably, but this is a reveal, they said. Even though we knew this was coming, but for them to actually have it on display here. And this was the Vulture Build-A-Figure Wings set and the Spider-Man and Iron Man 2-pack. The Spider-Man from this wave are actually really nice. I just didn't care about the movie figures too much. Moon Knight was nice. So was Beetle. And Tombstone was really nice as well. This could have been better, but Winpool looks very good. Not a huge fan of the upper torso, I guess, the fact that she doesn't have double jointed elbows, but she looks dope. Mysterio looks really good too. And in person, this lizard looks amazing, man. It's a really big figure. Nice detail with the scales and everything on the body. He looks good. He looked kind of like a dinosaur in some of the other pics that I saw. Spider-Punk comes with the guitar. The guitar might need a little paint or something on it, but the figure looks great. And I forgot this guy's name. Let me know in the comments. And these look amazing. Cable looks really good. It does look like that upper portion might be removable. You might be able to get that off. Looks like they reused the Nuke lower torso, maybe the upper torso too, I'm not sure. But a nice 90s cable. This is a modern Domino, if I'm not mistaken. Sasquatch looks much, much better in person than the pictures that I saw the other day. 90s Deadpool looks very good. And it looks like they damn near upscaled the MU Deathlock, but this looks much better. And I thought the MU Deathlock was very good. But the detail and everything here is great. And we got an X-Force X-23. This is a solid wave. So there is one more figure from this wave that's supposed to be revealed at the show. They have it here, so I guess we'll see that soon. So that should be interesting. All right, day 2. We at Danny's dad's auto parts shop real quick because we came here to use the printer. A couple things I picked up for a few of my homies. A couple exclusives, so going to go drop that off ASAP. And then head back into the convention center for today and get a little more footage. I had put up a little interview with Dwight Stahl last night. And I know Al did some live streaming for the group. And I know my man Jake is over there right now getting footage and doing stuff. So, you know.
Mainline. Don't worry, we wouldn't do that to Tiger Stripe. And if we did, we'd release it in mainline, right?
So,
We wouldn't pull Mezco.
as everyone anticipated,
They're doing
definitely going to get a Tiger Stripe Wolverine.
New York Comic.
Oh, I didn't know that. Wow, that's. I didn't know that.
You said 1 year, right?
It's been a bit, yeah, about a year. Yes.
A year?
Yeah.
All right, so
And
he's saying.
if I'm getting it wrong, our Marvel Legends team of experts over by the booth over there can tell you exactly when.
Sounds good, but this is probably one of the most anticipated Marvel Legends of all time. Ever since we got the brown suit Wolverine, everybody's been clamoring for Tiger Stripe. So Tiger Stripe Wolverine's gonna be part of the Apocalypse Build-A-Figure wave. Just so you know. Alright, so HasCon was pretty dope, man. I definitely want to bring my daughter next year. It was a lot of kids there. It was a lot of activities for kids. It wasn't as big as any other convention. It was pretty much just one large floor, but they had all of the Hasbro product represented. And like I said, on Friday it was real laid back. That was the footage that you saw. I actually didn't end up shooting any footage on Saturday. I don't know how that happened. I guess I was just running around doing a lot of other stuff. But on Saturday it was packed. I'm not sure how it was on Sunday. We didn't go in on Sunday. We went in on Friday and Saturday, and then we left Saturday evening, and I came back to the city. But it was a good trip, man. Shout out to my man Danny. Shout out to his parents for the hospitality. I got to send them a card. And yeah, man, it was cool. Shout out to my man Ed, who rode up with us. And shout out to my man Dave BX, my man Chris. They came up, but they only stayed for the one day, got their stuff, and they bounced. But it was definitely cool, man. It's definitely something I would do again. And like I said, I would definitely take my daughter next year. We did a little drawing for this X-Force Deadpool as well. I guess by the time this video goes live, we will have picked a winner. We gave away quite a few things over the past couple months too. Some really cool figures. I am about to do another drawing for the SH Figure Arts Spider-Man Homecoming Homemade Suit Spider-Man. I believe that information will still be up on my Instagram and on the A.C.B.A. Instagram by the time this video goes live. So if you want to get in on that, all you got to do is pretty much tag 2 friends on the original post and repost the image with the hashtag ACBA _ summer selfie 17. And for a bonus chance at winning, you can post a picture of yourself in an ACBA t-shirt with that hashtag as well. So I do believe by the time this video goes live, that'll still be running. So some epic stand hiding. I got this guy right in the front here on the bottom left. His sword is hiding in the stand under the guy that's jumping and shooting the arrow. I don't know how this video is coming out. My eyes is hurting with all this neon and lights and colors and whatnot, but I think the pictures are coming out pretty good. You know what? I gotta get out of here. I was actually trying to record 4 more minutes, so it'd be an hour in this episode. Maybe I'll have something else to throw in here, but the YouTube editor is ending on the 20th of September, so I gotta cut this video off and get it processed before I lose all of my footage. I actually had to download a new editor because I can't even use the editor that was on my PC. It's just, I'm all over the place right now, so I had to cut this episode a little short. Maybe I'll flesh this out some more. Whatever other leftover footage I have, I will put it together for a dessert video for sure. But I got a lot of stuff that I still want to talk about and other stuff that I wanted to finish out. I actually didn't get to the collage, the Star Wars collage. I wanted to do that, and I wanted to mess around with the SH Figure Arts Spidey a little bit more. I just missed the Super Saiyan 3 SH Figure Arts Goku today, so I'm gonna have to go to the post office and pick that up. I wanted to review the Punisher van that my man John Papa Sergio made for my man Dave a minute ago. It's a lot of stuff, so I'll pack all of that stuff in a dessert video and figure out how to work this editor that I downloaded on my laptop. And yeah, thanks for hanging out. As always, rate, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, peace.